here with the creator of That Curly Girl to learn about her story and message to other girls.
Hi, so yes, my name is Julie Boulos. I am the founder and owner of a brand called That Curly Girl. It is a small business, and my basically mission and my motto and what I'm trying to do every day is inspire girls to take back their curls. So whether that be physically through, new hair products, whether that be mentally through just kind of going through all the trauma we've associated with our curls. And I do this through not only pushing our clean curl products, but also instilling clean curl habits within each and every one of the girls that I'm looking to help. And that's definitely one of my main missions. And I feel like what I was put on this earth to do. And I'm really excited I get to share it with you all today.
Okay, what was your journey you went through to learn about taking care of your curls and reclaiming them?
Oh my gosh. So it was definitely high school because, in high school, especially back then, there was not a lot of kind of curlies around like there are now. I feel like now the industry and the media is so saturated with everyone embracing their curls, which is amazing. But when I was back in high school a few years ago, it definitely wasn't like that. So honestly, what really inspired me was just kind of realizing that I had to give myself that same love, and I had to learn that curl care is self-care. So really during 2020 and during COVID, I started playing around with natural formulas and kind of what worked for me. And I really started taking on the whole transformation of my hair, learning on habits, what I should be doing, and kind of just accepting and embracing the fact that I'm doing this for me. And with me taking on these habits, I'm also showing myself love and I'm showing myself appreciation, and that I am worthy of having a routine and healthy hair. So that's definitely why I started this and what kind of motivated and pushed me to kind of go through with this.
That's amazing. So what is your curl type and what is the process of your wash day routine that you'd recommend to others?
Yeah, so I definitely consider my curl type kind of 3A, 3B, a little bit of 3C in the back. With my curl type, I definitely try to push others to not worry so much about the individual strands, because I know it's super easy to get caught up in, what this curl looks like and what this curl looks like. And it can almost in the curl community be like a battle of whose hair is curlier, or like, this is not your curl type, this is your curl type. So I really just challenge everyone to look at the healthy hair in general and basically find someone with similar hair that looks close to you and kind of find a routine that works for you. But I consider my hair type to be a little bit of a mix of all three. So that is what I consider my curl type to be. And then my wash day routine is pretty simplistic. I've gotten it down to kind of a science in these past almost 2 years. So whenever I'm getting ready, something that I love to do is first start off with a pre-poo treatment. So a pre-poo treatment can be really simple. It's basically just anything you do to your curls before you shampoo. So it's a pre-poo. And what I like to do is start with an oil treatment. So I do have an oil that I offer in my shop, and I like to heat it up a bit. I'm lazy, so I can do the microwave, but I definitely love the double boiler method. I put that through my curls. Then once I'm ready to go in the shower, I rinse it out. I go in with my shampoo, my deep conditioner. And then when I'm styling, I like to go in with a detangling spray, leave-in, gel. Really simple routine, and that honestly leaves my curls looking really amazing.
That's amazing. That I have to try that. So, what was the process that you did to start your own business? And what are some words of wisdom you'd give to other girls interested in starting their own businesses?
Yeah, for sure. So I have actually kind of been playing around with being an entrepreneur for a while. So ever since I was 16, I had like a little lip gloss business and I sold cake pops at school. So I was always the kind of person that would, sell and try and make money and be an entrepreneur. I always had that mindset. But with starting That Curly Girl, like I said, it kind of really started during the heat of COVID 2020. Everyone was home, and I just saw that as an opportunity to what more could I be doing? And it was really different from when I used to sell things like lip gloss and things like that, because I saw this as more of a what kind of impact can I leave on the world and what kind of impact can I leave on women? So it started in 2020, just playing around with those formulas and developing a brand out of it. And it's a lot of work, but it's so, so worth it. And I would say that anyone looking to start their own business, just please be mindful of the fact that it takes consistency. I think that especially in this day and age, because of social media, because of just this generation, it's so easy to get caught up in the fact that you're not seeing instant results. and we kind of lose heed of the fact that, these things take time. So it's really easy to, lose that momentum or kind of get discouraged, but just keep with it for however long it takes, like weeks, months, even years, because, success isn't overnight, contrary to what social media might lead you to believe. And it's going to be that much sweeter in the end once you actually realize that you're reaping the benefits of what you worked for.
That's amazing. So consistency is definitely key. You were definitely consistent because at 19 years old, you were able to make a 6 figures from your Clean Curl products. So how can other people do the same with that consistency?
So it's definitely a matter of, I love, love, love being on as many social platforms as possible, because social media is your best friend. And I think that's honestly where a lot of brands, they kind of get a little stuck, because if they, hop on that social media, their things aren't taking off. It can be a little like discouraging. But something I've done, especially with my brand, is every single trend I see, I try to apply it to a business. So if I'm seeing a TikTok trend, I change it and tweak it so it can fit my small business. So you have to be relatable to your audience, and you have to be mindful of what kind of content they're consuming every day. So if I'm on a TikTok and I'm on that app, I'm going to produce content that I feel like is going to be most relatable to that audience. Same thing as if I'm on Instagram or if I'm on Twitter. So it's really just knowing your audience and knowing who you're speaking to. And I feel like that does volumes for what you're going to get out of it.
And with that content creating, for the chasing the trends and trying to get your product out there, what other things do you wish people would have told you before you started content creating to show your products?
Something I wish that I would have known a little bit beforehand is honestly to stay consistent, because I was not always the most consistent person, and I did not take it as seriously as I should have. But especially now that I have the knowledge of doing this every single day and doing this, working for it and working hard for it, if I would have known that beforehand, I can't imagine where I would have been now. But now that I have the knowledge, it's so much more beneficial. So I would honestly say I wish someone would have told me to stay consistent with it and don't lose hope, don't be discouraged, because you cannot even imagine how amazing your life could be even a year from now. So just stick with it.
What motivates you to continue staying consistent? Do you have a saying or a quote that you really like that you take into heart for your business?
So, oh my gosh, with quotes, I am constantly forgetting every single quote that I see. I will read something and I will be like, oh my God, that was really impactful, but then I'll forget it. But something that sticks with me a lot is it's so funny, but it's Billy Joel's song, Vienna. And it's, you can't be everything you want to be before your time. When I heard that, I was like, it resonated with me, because it's so true, especially me. I'm the type of person that I want it and I want it now and I'm gonna go for it. And then I also would get super, discouraged and a little bit upset if things weren't happening. But just hearing that, you can't be everything you want to be before your time, it just kind of resonated with me, and it let me know, my time is coming. This is going to work out perfectly for me. Things are going to fall into place. So I really love that. And I kind of keep that with me every day, just remembering go at your own pace, do things your own way, and things are going to happen for you.
I absolutely love that song and that message. And your last question, do you have anything other questions you wish you were asked today, or wish you'd be asked more in general?
Ooh, that's a good one. Something that I love when people ask me are pretty much what my favorite product is from my brand. Because I definitely have a few, but I would say my absolute favorite is my leave-in conditioner. This is my baby. It was my first product that I ever created back in 2020. So I love this one. And I always love talking about kind of what inspired my brand's ingredients, what kind of my mission is. So I love elaborating on all of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Bye.